Welcome back to InformOverload, and yes, your Bacon King has arrived. That's right. I'm your host, Johnny Rogers, and if you happen to be new here, we take the most interesting news stories on the internet and then make them more entertaining. So to never miss another story, click that subscribe button. Plus, you can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, we got it all. Also, make sure you stay all the way until the end, because that's where I pick out some of your comments and read them out. Who would have thought that the new Snapchat gender swap filter would have made as big of an impact as it has so far? It's been used to troll people on Tinder several times, and in this scenario, was even used to catch a child predator. Ethan, a 20-year-old student in California, decided to pose as an underage girl on the popular dating app Tinder to lure in unsuspecting pedophiles. What he didn't see coming was the type of clientele that he would eventually have disturbing conversations with. After a friend of Ethan's had opened up to him about being assaulted as a child, Ethan felt it was necessary to take matters into his own hands and prevent the same thing from happening to someone else. He's sort of like a vigilante in a way. The gender swap filter works by using augmented reality to overlay the opposite gender's facial features onto your own. Using the filter, Ethan took a selfie, signed up for Tinder, gave himself the name Esther, and started swiping right. Ethan then found himself matching with a man named Robert Davies, who just so happened to work for the San Mateo Police Department. Robert began the conversation by saying, "Are you down to have some fun tonight?" Now, it's important to note that Ethan had listed Esther's age as 19, but as the pair were texting, he revealed that Esther was only 16 years old, following that message up by asking the officer if this would bother him. Yet despite knowing the true age of this fabricated girl, Robert continued engaging in conversations about sexual activity. Following the lengthy and disturbing conversations led by Robert, Ethan took screenshots of everything and sent the photos to the crime tip hotline Silicon Valley Crime Stoppers. Local police then began their investigation into the report, which led to the arrest of Robert Davies. Davies is now on paid leave from the police force, which is always a strange thing for the public to hear. Having gone to a policing school myself, they explained to me that when an officer is put on paid leave, it doesn't mean that he's gotten off scot-free. Even the police department must abide by innocent until proven guilty. As such, one cannot truly be stripped of pay until a court of law has officially deemed that the defendant in this case is guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Ethan's screenshotted conversations, though, should be more than enough to put this guy away for a long time. Davies has been charged with communicating with a minor to commit a felony. The penalties for contacting a minor with the intent to commit a felony are the same as those for actually committing the felony itself. This charge in the state of California means that Davies could receive a potential state prison sentence of 3 to 6 or even 8 years and or a fine of up to $10,000. And it doesn't even matter what the exact offense is under the charge. All defendants who are convicted will be required to register as a sex offender in California. In a large number of these cases that occur, a lot of them are not really minors at all, but usually undercover police trying to catch predators on the internet. However, in this scenario, the public has caught the police participating in the same act that they sought to defend against. Now, in regards to what his defense will be, the most common excuses are that he did not intend to commit one of the underlying offenses, that he didn't know the person was a minor, or he could use the California legal defense of entrapment. However, Davies was made aware of the age that Ethan had posed as and continued to engage in conversations, and when it comes to that entrapment defense, well, it may shake up the legal system if he tries to use it. You see, when a citizen uses the entrapment defense, it's usually in regards to a police officer luring them into committing the offense. But in this scenario, the roles are reversed. So, with the simple use of a gender swap filter, 20-year-old Ethan could have very well changed California law to also include people of authority such as the police officer in these charges, or perhaps even new charges all on their own. Now, while in an interview with NBC Bay Area, the student told them that the two exchanged conversations on the app Kik, which then led to moving communications to Snapchat, where things got a lot more explicit. Ethan then took the screenshots of the Snapchat conversation while his phone was on airplane mode to not alert Robert that his conversation was being documented. Sergeant Enrique Garcia told the media whether or not the person is 16 is irrelevant. If the suspect believes it's a 16-year-old on the other end, the suspect should have terminated related that conversation. Currently, Davies is being held at a Santa Clara County jail on a $50,000 bond. In an official statement by the San Mateo Police Chief, Susan Mannheimer, she said, "This alleged conduct, if true, is in no way a reflection of all that we stand for as a department, and is an affront to the tenets of our department and our profession as a whole." In a final statement during the interview with NBC Bay Area, Ethan said that he has no plans of doing this again following what's happened. He says, "I was just looking to get someone, he just turned out to be a cop." But we want to hear your thoughts on this story though, so comment down below with what you think the Snapchat gender swap feature will do next. Now while you ponder that, let's dive into some of your comments from the video title, "Chernobyl creator has warning for Instagram influencers going to danger zone for clout." Keep hearing that song in my head. Danger zone for clout. Harriet 1822 says, "This reactor site isn't your moment to shine." I love how you're quoting me there. "But is convenient to be able to read by your own glow." Hey, at least they'll save money on hydro, right? There's always an upside to something. Sel Lynn says, "I spent a minute wondering why Johnny was talking so fast before I remembered that I had just watched a makeup tutorial, so I put the speed back to normal." I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. Did I sound like more of a chipmunk than usual, or did it sound more like the sound of a sizzling bacon? Sa Wang says, "You deserve a better mustache, my brother." Sa Wang. I think so too. Wizard Plays says, "I love this channel, please don't stop this, the news is fun and the hosts are better." Wow, we will never stop. We are inevitable and always fun. Ethan Miller says, "Hello." Hello. I don't use much of the side cam, so I decided to use it more for these comments. There you go. Thank you for watching Inform Overload, and if you enjoyed this video, then show us some love here by tapping that like and subscribe button. And if you find any news stories that you think are cool and interesting that you want us to cover, make sure you send the link in a DM to our Instagram page at InformOverload. And if we like it, you may just see your story on our channel. We've done it many times. And for more videos like this one, all you gotta do is click that playlist on the side of the screen. From Inform Overload, I'm Johnny Rogers. Until next time, take care.